To Mystics MMOs. I'm your host, Mystic Raven, and I figured I would jump on TSO with my stamp sork because I need to get dotted up. Yes. Currently, I'm just like, I might as well put myself through the ringer today in every which way possible. And given the fact that Elder Scrolls was just so kind to just increase the insane amount of dots, I figured, what a better day than today, out of all days, to put myself through torture and punishment as much as humanly possible. And it's just fitting. So that's what we're going to do. Alright. Right. Now, I haven't been on the Stamp Sork with this update yet, so this is the first time coming in. Because there were changes, obviously, not just to forward momentum, but the bleeds. So, I'm kind of interested in seeing how that's going to play out. And what I'm ended up hoping is that the Stamp Sork might actually have a slight advantage with Dark Exchange. Now, I honestly think like health recovery kind of plays an important role when we're talking about trying to also help mitigate that some of that heavy dot damage. Like sets like Troll King could come in handy to offset some of it, but it's just so high that I just think like a health meta isn't necessarily the be all answer to every situation, because when we're talking about stacked dots, at some point or another you need a cleanse, and the only class that's really suited to handle that much dots is the Templar. Okay. Well, that sucks. Oh, great. A shield stacker. Ah, I was robbed. Mad Tinker, pretty good. Life Drain 2. Explosive Charge, Reflective. I feel like, and I'm in orc, obviously, so I feel like there's a slight, like something. Oh my god, we've taken a point? I hate these fucking... What? Whatever. I was putting up a nice little fight there. I don't feel like poison injectors like necessarily the thing that's hitting the hardest out of this. I remember you, dude. Fucking Templars. Yeah, fuck you, dude. I mean, it wasn't that bad. I don't feel like it was. You know, I feel like, that's, definitely the heavy armor is just up front. It's still, I feel like that's some of the problems for the stand players is, a lot of, variety. Because unfortunately, if you're not mitigating damage, you suffer the consequences. And medium armor just takes such a punishment. And now more than ever, because unless you purge that, yo, what's up? Great title. Yeah, beat me up, Scott. Dot me up, Scotty. Right. I feel that's the thing. Like, the stand players with, they don't have a lot of mitigating effects in medium armor. So the heavy armor plays such a pivotal role to offset that, lack of mitigation. And when we're talking about heal recovery, heavy armor offers the most benefit. And I hope that wasn't the answer to the heavy meta build, because like to say, oh, well, let's force them to mitigate even further by increasing dot damage. Well, if anything, you just push the medium armor further away from the table. Because why would anybody want, like, yeah, okay, so heavy armor is getting chewed up now by dots a little better, right? With this update. We'll call it Dot Breaker. So Dot Breaker is definitely succeeding in forcing forcing the hand of mitigation. But once again, that's just, justifying heavy armor even further. Because of what? Healing capability, right? Healing received. This is why I think this was just a bad choice to come in and change the dot damage to such, especially when you take a look at entropy and you're taking a look at Soul Trap. These dots are just so OP. It's ridiculous. So I'm thinking to myself as I'm going through my afternoon, and I'm like, okay, I'm getting ready to stream, I'm getting ready to sell it. I wonder how the Stam Sork is going to handle, especially because I have a heavy armor build. Because remember, we see the changes in forward momentum, right? Because of that lack of heal. But we have the Dark Deal. I love Despotic, but I don't know what he's been talking about. He said no one would use Entropy or Soul Trap. Then he said Medium is in a good place. Yeah, no, Medium is in a bad place. It's pushed away so much more. It's just really bad. And I did get to check out that link. By the way, thank you for that, Irish. They're bringing all the guns. They're gonna do that. We'll grab it. Fucker! Hey, the shield days are over, bitch. I just told you no, motherfucker. Why is nobody guarding? God. Come on. Why am I going slow when I hit Hurricane? That speed bump should just kick in. Come on, come on, come on. Give it to me, give it to me. Bingo, baby! Yeah, dude, I'm serious. That fucking dark deal, amazing, dude. Dude! Fucking purple! God! I almost had him dead! Fuckers! Yeah, I thought you'd get a kick out of the Lobo video because that's what you've been saying for years. Counter, counter, counter. Absolutely, man. Abso-fucking-lutely. Absolutely. It's all about counter, man. And, you know, the funny thing about it is, if nobody's going to play to the counter game, you know, if they're not going to develop it or properly adjust it, it's going to get fucked. Come on! Bye, bitch. Don't fuck with me. Do I look like somebody you want to fuck with? I don't think so. Why is somebody bringing a fucking trial set in? Look at this. God damn. My team sucks, yo. God, they suck. God, they suck. They suck. They suck. I'm always getting sucky teams, man. Fuck! You fucking morons! Guard, morons! Fucking idiots. Everybody's going 4 deep, and they're... Look, nothing here. I'm going to try to get it. Oh my god, really? Fucking noobs. Come on. God, my team sucks. They suck. No wonder. Red Mage is 6-8 getting close. Oh, nice, man. Yeah, dude, I haven't... Everything's been whacked in my world, brother. Everything's been so whacked lately. But... We're open. You guys suck. Oh, God. That's fucking game. God, they suck so goddamn bad. God. I can't carry an entire team, man. I can't. I cannot do it. Though I am happy with the stamps work. You know, I'm holding my own. And I think heavy armor, like I said, I think heavy armor is just being reinforced. It's like, when's medium armor going to get to shine? When? You know, there's got to be so much significant changes, and the first step to that is proper countermeasures, man. I just was like, it makes no goddamn sense why, and excuse my French, God, why they're not re-implementing these things. You know, why? It doesn't make any sense. It's like, you know, do I feel like Stamsork plays a lot better in my initial like hit? Yeah, I'm actually really happy with it. You know, I'm actually really happy how this is looking, but I'm in heavy armor. So I'm not impressed. I'm happy it looks fine, but against, you know, those dots. But you can't take a medium armor in there and you just get pummeled, man. You don't have enough sustain. And Dark Deal is helping the Stamsork, you know, maintain some of that, you know, with the vigor, you know, given the changes to forward momentum. But what's going to be done when other classes don't have all of those, you know, direct heals to offset, you know, the tick timer? And when it comes to the master of dots, DKs are the king of dots. So when you put a mag DK with entropy and you put them with friggin' soul trap, what the hell is going to happen? Right? I mean, the only class to counter is Templar efficiently. Warden has a chance. I mean, I think Warden's going to get its little shine, but honestly, I think it's pushing the blades a little bit further down on the pole, and maybe that's what they were trying and hoping to do. But at the end of what you ended up doing was crushing medium armor significantly. You just crushed them. You just took them and just shit on them. You're like, oh, medium armor. No, don't worry about it, medium armor. You're not actually getting a moment to shine. Just keep the heavy on. And if my recommendation, if you don't have a secondary heal and your only resource to healing is vigor, you better get health recovery build. You better break out the Troll King. You better put health recovery on your jewelry slots, and you better pray to God it's enough. Because health recovery, I said that before this patch, if anybody remembers right. I said, if they're going to do this with the dots, it's got to be about health recovery. This meta. Especially if you're a stamp tune. If you're a stamp tune, it's about literally health management. Mag tunes, what's Mag tune got to change? Mag Templar looks even better. And that's what's probably the most disgusting thing about this update, because it seems like it was just handed over to the Magicka Templar. It's like, hey, guess what? All these changes are for you. And it's like, people will say, oh, well, what about the Sorks? I'm sorry, Sorks don't have the kit in comparison to the Magplar. Yeah, Sorks will still have that burst and that mobility. I don't think anybody's taking that from them. But when it comes to, going toe-to-toe, I think out of all the classes that have the capability of going toe-to-toe against every other class, no one can argue that this update is more, it's stronger for the Templar. And even I don't think the Mag DK, as hard as the dot stack's going to be, is going to be able to keep up with the Templar's capability of just, wiping away the dots. Is it a bug? I think we got a bug. God dang it. Pissed me off. Why? Zos. Ugh. It's a bug. My God. Yep. God dang it. Fucking Zenimax. We're getting it. We're getting the Q system fixed. They didn't fucking do shit, yo. I'm here for this, though. Punishment, punishment, punish me. I'm Mystic Raven. Nah, I love Despotic. I love them all, man. I really do. And maybe they see it from a different way. I'm not saying that's whatever. See, 19 minutes. God dang it. I'm not saying that they're, that maybe they don't see it a certain way, but yeah, no, medium armor's fucked. Can you get kills in medium armor? I'm not saying you can't. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is like, hey, if it comes down to the full mitigating of capabilities versus, there's significant differences. And I think that's what's always going to be the heartbreaker. This is my first time in Cyrodiil, this update, so this will be kind of interesting. I think that's another thing. It's a heartbreaker for any ESO fan, especially if you've been a PvPer, is what ESO could be bringing to the table. It's just unfortunate because they never get the right one or two people that are, making PvP what's deserving to be. That's the problem. Oh boy. Oh boy. I remember coming first time in Cyrodiil. I didn't know shit. I was like, what the hizzick? Alright. Don't do this either, boys and girls. Don't do this. Oh my god. Blah. Gotta spend 20 minutes in this place. I swear to God, if it starts lagging, I'm gonna cry. If it lags, I'm gonna bawl. Go. Go, 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 go. What the fuck? Where's the hole? Backside? What the hell are you? Well, it definitely laggy skips. We got some skippies. Resolution problems right here. I'm glad some things don't change. Yeah, it does feel laggy. Still. Like something, it feels like more skippy. Like, it's almost like it's going, like, where you can go, which is whatever, and then it's just like weird, like skippy feely. Like, where it's like, almost like graphically jarring. I don't know, man. I'm getting a weird feeling there, Tim. So for you guys that play console, PS, Xbox, this is kind of maybe a couple of the things you could look forward to, I guess. Come on. I'm all about the points, man. Didn't get no points that last round, so let's grab some up. Swear I don't have a bow. Man, look at those dots. Knock, knock. You come and knocking, but you can't get in. Every time I play ESO now, I push triangle to jump. Yeah, dude, Dark Deal, badass, man. This update, I would highly recommend the fucking Stam Sork. Well, their tactic work. Let's see what we got. Crescent Sweep is hitting pretty good. That's another one that's pretty impressive. Like I said, I just feel like it's just catered to them. I think Bow 2H next patch on a couple of builds. Red Mountain and Hunting's Rage. Yeah, but the thing about, like, Hunting's is really good, you know, for that stacking of weapon damage. But the thing about it is, like, I always try to steer away from crit unless I'm using a proc effect that, you know, where crit's more enabled. Because the base damage always surpasses the crit in PvP. Always. It's because everybody's wearing Impen, you know? It's the only reason I don't like a lot of crit builds. Like, every time I try to go to crit, I'm losing so much DPS. He's dead. He's fucking toast, yo. Yeah, no, Stamsork looking good with that Dark Deal, yo. Damn good. Because I'm getting smacked around. I usually run Shacklebreaker with Master Dual Wield. Friggin' nukes people. Yeah, Shacklebreaker's still really good. And that's, you know, and that says something, doesn't it? Like how well Shacklebreaker performed even after the supposed nerfs, right? Like, you know, after, like, we see all the nerfs going across the board, Shacklebreaker's held up pretty damn good. That's what I'm using right now. You're this fucking idiot. Dude, troll. What do you think crit's based off of, you fuckhead? That's when you know there's fucking idiots. Crit is a percentage of base damage, you fuck. So yeah. Crit in PvP, dumb fucker. Crit deals less than base because of impen. Impen, dumb fuck. Impen. What's impen do? It increases critical resistance. That means the more you get hit by crits, the less the crit damage deals. It's not resisting base damage. It's resisting crit damage. What a fucking moron. Fucking low IQ motherfucking bitches. Fucking stupid troll. Get the fuck out of here, you dumb fucker. You're a fucking idiot. Unless you actually knew what the fuck you were talking about, I would suggest shut the fuck up. Because you really are dumb. It's a percentage of the fucking base damage, you dumbass. Oh, look at this. I love these dumb fucks. Trying to show off in front of something. Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here. You fucking idiot. I proved your goddamn ass wrong so many goddamn times, you stupid troll. Oh, base damage doesn't do more damage than crit. In PvP, it absolutely does. Every day of the week. Every day. Every goddamn... Troll King, yes or no? If you're not on a Stam Sork, I would say abso-fucking-lutely with this update. Absolutely. Because if you're on a Stam, it's just... because of the forward momentum changes and the way dots are going nuts, Troll King is definitely a way to go this update. Either that or health recovery, or you can use a mixture of the two. I would definitely say Troll King. And that's sad too. That we're going back to Troll to Troll King. Absolutely. So I don't think the Stam Sork needs it, to be honest with you. Out of all the classes, I think Stam Sork is one of those classes that, it holds its own. Stam Warden 2 should be able to. So between Stam Warden and Stam Sork, I don't think they would need it, but Blades, yes. Templars, depends, man. How much magic, because Templars got, the cleanse. Pretty relatively cheap. But once again, how frequent are the dots coming in, and, how close can you get the game? So Blades, if you're running a Blade, I would say Blades, take it on, man. Take it up. DKs, absolutely. If you're a DK, don't rely on any fucking dot, your dot heal to be sufficient enough. Not against these dots, man. Do not bank that shit. Don't bank that bullshit. They got Chow too. Holy fuck. All right. Got 3 minutes. Motherfuck me. Oh, okay. We need to reinforce Chowman. All right. Yeah, Troll King. I think Troll King is just a really good set for this update all the way around. I mean, literally, if you had Troll King, I would have to see how many points. Like, you can run Shackle Breaker, Troll King, and whatever other set. Like, as far as, like, a base weapon damage set. You know? I'd have to take a look for Stam. But if with that alone, or just a max Stam, like Hulking Draugrs would be good, actually. You know, because Hulking Draugrs would give you a substantial amount of max stamina. So, like Hulking Draugr Shackle Breaker, for example, with Troll King, because you can craft Shackle Breaker heavy. Use the jewelry of of Hulking Draugr, and literally go with like a health recovery, like 1 health recovery, stam recovery, or weapon damage slots, depending on how you wanted to configure that, and it'd be on like Donkey Kong. I mean, you're not going to have a proc set. You're going to give up a proc set. And I think that's another thing they're trying to get away from. I think in the end, they're trying to pull away from like proc sets, but Magtoons have so much more defensive capabilities in their toolkit with healing, with the heals. You know, they have a lot more healing capability, majority, unless you're a Stam Warden. Stam Wardens do have way more healing capability in general, for especially in group utility. But at the end of the day, it's like, well, what the fuck are you going to do? If you're like, you know, the DK, or you're the Blade, or you're the Stam Sork, what are your options? Now, if you're a Magtoon, it's all been homogenized. It's all been fucking homogenized. It's like, hey, man, guess what? It doesn't matter what set you wear. Just put any set together and grab Entropy and grab Soul Trap. You're good to go. You're fucking good to go. Don't worry about it. You know, it's like, oh, well, I play this way. Nope, you don't need to do that. Not this update. Why? Because, you know, Dots is it's Dot Haven. You know? I'd love to see you do a video on Shadowbringer's story. Oh my god. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of things like one of my friends actually got a hold of me because I am going through some personal things in my life. And he's like, dude, why ain't you, like, have you been writing the sequel? You know, because I've written books, and I do have one novel out. And he's like, I would really like to get my hand on that, like, your new novel when it comes out, if you're ever going to write it. And I haven't. I mean, I have some drafts, but, I mean, not even a full, like a chapter and a half or something. And I was like, well, I don't know, man. You know? Never thought about it, but yeah, so much to do. But this has been kind of a passion for me, you know, content creating and streaming and playing. I mean, I'm not the most popular of players, but I think I call things out. I think I'm good at it because I've been doing MMOs for so long and I've been playing games, and I really enjoy like reading between things. And I feel like Stam Sork this update it feels good. It feels good being on a Stam Sork this update. In comparison to my Blade, I really am liking my Stam Sork more. Just because I'm in heavy armor, I have you know, a lot better healing capability between direct and hot. And that's significant. And I'm reducing the damage, and my healing received is still there. But, you know, I'm sacrificing, you know, all that damage from medium armor. And I just feel like medium armor needs fucking help. They need to adjust the counterplay. This game could be the best. Could be the best PvP MMO ever in an MMO. It could be the best PvP MMO ever. But it makes you cry. It's like Fang Rush says, I sometimes don't think they understand what they have. Crit damage is a percentage from base. You fuck. Oh my god. What a fucking idiot. What an idiot. I've proven that already. Hey, Irish, have you seen my video where I took base damage, increased it, and it affected critical rating? Oh my god, this fucking idiot. Anytime you increase weapon damage, base damage, your critical modifier is adjusted. You fuckhead. And then your critical percentage is your chance of critting, but it also has a diminishing effect. What about who? Do they teach math in school? Because this kid is really young. He's probably like mid-20s now, probably. And I swear to God, I think they skip the shit in school. I honestly think they do. Like they forget to go over certain things, I feel. I'm like, what the hell, dude? Make procs crit again. I'm wanting my Celine's to crit. That would be, you know what? If that happened, I wonder, like, I think they could pull it off, but they would have to adjust modifiers so much to justify bringing procs to crit again. But if they did, holy crap. Could you imagine if they did that again? I still remember at times, yep, I've seen it. He has to be trolling. Yeah, he's a troll. He's a fucking idiot. Who doesn't know that? A fucking troll. Fucking what the fuck? It's like everything that comes from your critical derives from a source. It doesn't. It's not like it's not like I could drop all of my stats down to 0, put my crit to 100, and the more my critical rating's higher, it increases my critical damage. My critical rating is my likelihood to crit, right? Your critical rating isn't your crit damage. It's your likelihood to successfully land a crit. And that's something that ZOS doesn't do well, is like let people highlight that to let them understand, like, here's your base damage. Here's the modifiers for how base damage is, calculated. Here's this, here's that. I mean, I really wish they would let you highlight over and give a description. Because in like Final Fantasy 14, you highlight over your stats and it'll say what the contributing stat is towards. And ZOS should have done that in this game. Because then trolls couldn't actually fucking troll efficiently. And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no game. I've never seen a game where it says critical. You running crit surge or no? Because freaking, yeah, no, I haven't ran crit surge. Because in this one, I just feel like when it came to the bar, like I didn't want to change anything too much because I wanted to see how it would work prior to it, the effects. Suppression field, I was thinking about dropping this one off, but I mean, it does help out quite a bit. Oh, that reminds me. I use bound armament though, for fucking sure. This mitigation, man, if you activate this on the clutch and you hit the block, even on duels, it can be a lifesaver. But that 8% and that light attack follow-up with 11, it's a kill. It's a kill shot sometimes. You're clutching. Why didn't it queue? I queued it up. Just, man, this fucking game, I swear to God. Gotta go, man. Have a great stream. Thank you, man. And thank you for the concern, by the way, brother. I appreciate it. Like I said, bear with me. I think that everything's starting this week. And I'll be honest, man. My life's been turned recently upside down. Like, in so many ways. And I don't know if it's not changing anytime soon. So I've got a lot to whatever. I'm going to try to keep streaming. But I don't know. I don't even know about this. I don't know. That's why I said bear with me, man. It might be a bumpy ride. We might be in for a bumpy ride. Dom. 2, 4, and 3. It's all good. Do what you need to. You got me worried, though. Take care. Thank you, man. Yeah. I didn't mean to worry anybody. I'm just... Yeah, it's juggling right now. It's a juggle. So, like, fuck. When you think something... You know, the funny thing about it is, in life, we get to that comfort zone, right? I think we all been there. Where we're in a nice comfort zone in our life, and we feel like everything's going good about you, worried about you. Streaming is definitely saying, oh, absolutely. No, I knew what you meant, man, when I got the message. That's why I say thank you, brother. I mean, really, it meant a lot to me, man. Thank you. Mystic's least favorite BG mode. Yeah. Life comes first. Thank you, man. Yeah. It was crazy because I feel like we get in this comfort mode and we think we have something that's, you know, there's weight behind it. But that really isn't. There's no guarantee to anything. Even when you think you know something or you think it is that way, it necessarily isn't. And when something changes, the littlest thing that you were so dependent on, or the something that you were so sure of, and it radically changes, everything just snowballs around that. And then you're left trying to pick up or trying to rearrange your life based on that one thing that you were, you know, you had comfort in, that you thought was security, and you thought to yourself, I don't have to worry about that. Why would I need to worry about that? That's the least of my problems. No, don't believe that. Do not believe that. Because in this world and in this life, sometimes the thing that you feel the most dependent on will be your biggest letdown. And it can literally take you for a ride. It'll take you for a loop. So I think this is the still broken one. I think I got put back into the broken game. Because this is the one I came into. And nobody's queuing in. Yeah. Great. Zos! Can you close out a fucking battleground? I'm gonna end the stream. Go fucking figure. Zenimax, man. Zenimax! All right. Anyways, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you, Storm. Thank you, Irish, for stopping in. I appreciate it so much, man. Thank you. I think Stamp Sork looks good. Troll King still looks good. Shackle Breaker. I think Hulking Draugr would be a really good setup with anything this update, given the scaling effect. I still am always going to be... when it comes to PvP, the only time I run crit is if I'm banking anything, like for example, oh snap, what's that one set? Maybe I have it in here, maybe I don't. No, I don't. It's on my other tune, on my other one. But there's a crit set from Rothgar. So when you deal critical damage, it starts healing you. It's off the top of my head. That's a type of set that I bank off crit. Like where the proc, isn't dealing the damage, but there's an effect. The critical effect applies. Another, sustain to me or another effect towards myself. That's the only time I bank on crit, like any type of critical effect in PvP. Other than that, I steer clear of critical effects in PvP altogether. I mean, not to say that you don't crit in PvP. That's not the case. It's just the simple fact of it is the only mitigating armor in PvP, right? That's effective in PvP. That without, the only adjusted armor set in PvP is Impen. So it's the only set that you have to worry about. And everybody wears fucking Impen. Everybody wears this shit. And what does it do? It says right here in the tooltip, increase critical resistance by X amount of number, and this item takes 50% less damage. Now, when you add those effects, and it stacks, right? And you add that to the CP system, which you'll also have a mitigating effect towards your critical damage as well. This becomes more significant, not to avoid it. So it's like, well, why am I going to do this? Right? It makes no goddamn sense. Right here, resistance. Increase your critical resistance by 1076. It's like, don't fuck. That's damage. That's 1,000 damage taken off. That's 1,000 damage. If I was going to get hit for 7,000 without critical resistance, I put this. Now I'm only going to get hit for 6,000. That's a huge fucking chunk of damage mitigated from a crit. You know what I'm saying? So why build crit? Why build crit PvP? Why? When all you have to do is build base to the base, because base isn't mitigated except by physical and spell resistance. So this resists critical, right? Critical damage. That's what it does. But when we take a look at this is increasing base damage resistance. And if you reduce base damage resistance, you're effectively reducing critical damage as well. So add these two and stack the crit, you're even furthering fucking the critical damage. So it's like, just focus on base damage, man. Focus, resisting the base damage. Focus building the base damage. Don't worry about building the crit. As far as to the crit damage, and you do more in that long term. So it's like, PvEers, want critical damage. Why? Because NPCs don't have crit resistance. Only PvP do we effectively use crit resistance. So that's why I'm always telling people, PvE, build crit. Build a crit. Build up a certain point to your critical damage, depending on base modifier. But when it comes to PvP, don't fucking worry about crit whatsoever. It's just pointless. It's junk. If you build crit, it's garbage. So, all right, guys. Once again, I want to thank you so much. I'm Mystic Raven. This is Mystic's MMOs. As always, have a nice day.